So now connect your quad. See, there will be a backside extension port. So through this you can connect. Okay, once you connect, see, first thing is we need to install the firmware. Okay, so for that we need to keep the quad in DFU mode. So the DFU mode is very simple. What you do is remove this USB and press the boot button and connect the USB. Then it will enter into DFU mode. So once it is entered in DFU mode, what you can do is you can go to this firmware flasher. So there you can select the board. So in my case, this board is V4, Speedybee V4. In that you select the latest firmware available. So this is the available one. Just you can click on load firmware, after that flash firmware. I already done, that's why I'm not doing. If you want more reference, you can see my previous video. Okay, that's how you need to flash it. So I already done flashing. So very important thing, you need to keep this thing in DFU mode. For the DFU mode, press the boot button and connect the USB. Okay, that you can do before you fit the fit this flight controller inside this. Okay, so yeah, so once it is flashed, so you can click on this connect. So in case if it is not detected, what you can do is you need to install this DFU flashing. Okay, these JADIC drivers you need to install, then only it will be going into DFU mode. So make sure you install these drivers. These drivers you install, then it will go to DFU mode, then you can flash it. Okay, so that's how you can flash. Once it is successfully flashed, just you can click on this connect. So once you connect this, see, this is the quad state now. So based on how I'm moving, see, like, so it is responding properly. Only thing, it need to calibrate. So first what we need to do is, before we do the calibration, see, here you can see mine, everything is detected: gyro, accelerometer, magnetometer, barometer, GPS, everything. Okay, for that you need to assign some ports. So that we'll see first. So go to this port. So default this one and this VCP UART2 will be enabled. Just leave it like that, don't touch anything. So in our case, I connected my receiver to UART port 2. So for the UART port 2, you need to enable the serial RX, because I'm using ELRS receiver. For that we need to enable this port, then only that receiver will be communicating with the flight controller. Then you can see here this UART4 port always enable, because that is the Bluetooth communication. That means you can configure this board through mobile app. For that, this must be on all that. Don't turn it off. If you turn it off, it won't be able to connect with the Bluetooth. Okay, then I'm using VTX. So that VTX will be working with this IRC tramp. So that I have given into UART5. Okay, so all this documentation will be available in the internet. So based on that, you can assign. Okay, then UART6 port, I have GPS. So I need to add this sensors. Under the sensor, I need to enable this GPS. Then just say save and boot, so that these things will be detected. Okay, then you can see what and all things are detected. Okay, then sometimes this magnetometer won't be showing. So in that case, just go to this configuration. Okay, so sometimes it won't detect. Most of the time it will detect, but sometimes it won't detect. That time, just identify which magnetometer is there in your GPS, because this GPS with compass. So find out and select, so that this magnetometer also get detected. Okay, then we'll start with this calibration part. So calibration is very easy. At present it is not level. So go here, calibration, just click on this, just follow the instructions. That's it. So place it flat. I placed it flat. Calibrate. So first one is detected. Then you can do any step you like first. So select this, and it is taken that. That's down, and this is right. Okay, and up. USB is there. That's it. Then yeah. So calibration is completed. Now you can have a look. Yeah. Here you can also do the compass calibration as well. So compass calibration is very easy only. So just first I'll save this. Okay, compass calibration also very simple, or you can do outside also. Compass calibration like this, and like this. Then like this. All 3 axes need to do. Okay, so this can be done in the field also. Okay, yeah, just place it like this. Done. So this also just save and reboot. Okay, so now let's come to this mixer option. So yeah, platform type multi-rotor. So one more thing I forgot to inform: after flashing, when you try to connect, it will ask what kind of quad you are using. So that time I'm using 3-inch. If you are using 3-inch, user can select 3-inch, or if you are using 5-inch, you can select. Okay, so automatically that platform will be selected. Okay, because this can be used for a different purpose, that's why. Yeah, next yeah, you can see here outputs. So outputs, you can enable this motor for servo output. So you can see this D shot. So my ESC will support this D shot 300 and 600. So I selected this, and the number of poles, that means how many magnets is there in this motor, you can enter that. Okay, so you can see here ideal power. So okay, so yeah, you don't need to change any of these things. So here one thing you can check it, motor direction and all, you can check it. So yeah, for that we must enable power for this. So you can connect the battery, and you can see direction of the motor. Okay, we can connect the battery and we can check it one by one. So you can see this motor should run like this. So our layout is with us. So this will be the motor number 1. So you can make sure no propellers on. Okay, and see the direction, huh? So this should be rotating clockwise. So yeah, this is rotating clockwise. Okay, for your understanding, I'll keep it like this. Yeah, this is rotating clockwise. Fine. Next. Yeah, this is number 2. So counterclockwise, correct. Then 3, clockwise, motor direction is correct. 4, this is clockwise, this is also correct. So all this motor direction is correct. So okay, So now everything is fine, so we don't need to bother all these things. Fine. Okay, so now everything is fine. Next, go to ports. We already discussed, right? Go to configuration. So here you can check it, all the sensors are available or not. Okay, so this have accelerometer, magnetometer, barometer, all the sensors are existing. In case if any of the sensor is not showing here, you can identify and you can select. Okay, and so we need to use the GPS, so make sure you enable this GPS for navigation and telemetry. Okay, so you can give this telemetry output also. Mostly all these options will be default enabled, and we also need OSD. Okay, so okay, so now you can come to this fail safe. So this is very important step. If you miss this, so okay, by mistake if you set this to land, so what will happen in case any connection lost, if you don't have GPS and all, slowly it will be going and landing somewhere else. So that is very big problem. So if you don't have GPS, just keep it like a drop. That is a good method. So it will drop in the same place, otherwise it will be flying away if you select this land. So don't select this. Recently one of the subscriber drone gone like that. I think he didn't set to drop, he set it for landing. Slowly it is flying and it gone away like that. So as we have GPS and magnetometer, so you always select this, return to home. Okay, return to home, so it will come back where it is started. Okay, next each tune, so we don't need to touch any of this thing. Default PID values will be enough. So in the future, if you want more control, more precise, then you can come here and do the changes when this as well. Okay, these are little advanced. Yeah. Okay, so return to home. Okay, so you can see here it is 1000 centimeters, that means 100 meters. That means whenever it is enabled for return to home, it will go for 100 meters height. So that you can reduce, instead of 100 meters you can bring it down to yeah, it is like a 10 meters, right? So you can keep it like this also, or you can change it. Okay, 1000 centimeters, 1000 centimeters means 10 meters. So it will go height of 10 meters. From there it will come back. Okay, that's it. Climb before RTH, that means from the existing height it will go to 10 meters. From there it will come back. Okay, okay, yeah, that's it. Only this setting you can adjust, like how many meters you want to send. 10 meters, okay, 20 meters, that you can select. Okay, this we can change. Next, yeah, this one setting you can see. So that you can keep it like, you know, fixed. It will go to 10 meters, that is fixed. You can keep it like this. That's it. What speed and all, I think default speeds will be fine. Just say save and reboot. So this we don't need to change now. Next, receiver, we'll see the receiver part now. And so in the receiver you need to select serial type, and as I'm using ELRS receiver, so select the crossfire. So now let's switch it on this remote and see. Okay, so yeah, I think it is not connected. Just disconnect and connect again, so it will get detected. Okay, I'll just disconnect and connect again. Okay, in case if it is not showing, we need to bind. Yeah, it is connected now. Okay, it is connected. In case if it is not connected, you need to bind again. So you can come to this receiver part. So you can see here it is identified. Okay, so when it comes to ELRS, make sure your remote and receiver have same version firmware so that it will be binding, otherwise it won't bind. So make sure you keep it same firmware in both transmitter and receiver. Okay, yeah, that's fine. 8 ERs, that is order. Aileron, elevator, throttle and rudder, 4 channels. So next we'll come to modes. So in this remote you can set the modes. Okay, so you can assign 1 switch for 1 mode. So what I will do, see this switch I assign for arming. Okay, so default there will be no options like this, empty. So you can keep it like this, 1 switch this channel for arming. See, so move this bar so that like this switch is for arming. Next, 1 more switch I have that I assigned for modes. So like this will be the channel 6. Okay, like this. Default I am keeping angle. Next I want horizon mode. So this should be channel 6, like this. Angle mode, horizon mode. Okay, so if I'm not given any, default it will take the acro. Okay, like this. Next we have a compass and GPS, so let's make use of this. So for that I will be using this switch. Okay, so altitude hold, so that will be nav altitude hold, so that I assigned here. Okay, next 1 more switch, 1 more is there, that I will assign for position hold. So nav position hold. So you need to identify which channel you have given for that switch. So 7th, so it will be locking the position. Okay, position hold. Okay, let's assign 1 switch for return to home. So see, return to home, position hold, altitude hold and all will come only if you have the sensor like magnetometer, GPS. Okay, make sure magnetometer is there. So you can select return to home, select. Yeah, now RTH. So for that you can assign 1 switch. So I'm assigning this switch. So you can move this bar so that when we press this will be activated. Like this. Okay, so this is what the switches we assign. First one is for arming. Okay, arming and disarming. This switch default it will be angle, horizon, if you're not given any acro. Then this switch is for inav, altitude hold. Next if you come down, position hold, na? Where is the position hold? Yeah, this will be position hold. Next for fail safe we have given this switch. Like this. Okay, so that's it, pretty same. Okay, just save this. Yeah, save. And you can, yeah, you don't need to change any of these options for now, I guess. You want to give us some specific, then you can. So you can come here, and this will run with the blocks. So you can see, make sure it is reading like this. So enable this so that it will give some value here. Now you can see there is an option here, alignment tool. So what is this alignment tool is, like how you place your GPS. Generally we'll be placing our GPS, like the wires and all will be in the bottom. On the top you see this. So you see your board orientation based on that. So you can change here. See, if mine I place like this, that's why it is 90. So if you place it in a different way, see the wire is going from this side. Mine is wire is going from this side. That's why I need to use like this. Okay. So depend on how you place your GPS based on that. So that's the orientation. Okay. So you can select. Okay. So I have placed like this. Okay. This is for the magnetometer calibration, compass calibration. Okay. So you do that and then you just save and reboot. That's it. Okay. Yeah. On screen display, you mainly need some voltage and satellites and return to home. That's a personal choice. You can customize. Okay. So yeah, whatever you like. So you can keep the system message and what mode you are flying. It's a flying time, and this is the signal. Okay, signal strength and okay, altitude, all that information that you can customize while flying, based on your experience. You can keep these things. Okay, so mainly you need to check the voltage. That is very important. What voltage you have, that you can check it, and signal and all you can keep it in one side like this, and you can place an arrow, heading, direction to home. This you can keep so that it will show where it is heading. Okay. Yeah, it's a personal choice. You can select based on your requirement. Okay. Yeah, that's up to you. Okay. So just say save. Okay. So now it is done. Just what you need to do is you need to place the propellers based on the motor direction. Then let's go for flying test. I'll show you the flying test and demonstration how this thing will fly. Okay, we'll see that next. Okay, so now I will power on the goggles. I'll power on the quad so that you can see the feed. I place the propeller according to the motor direction. So always remember, the propellers, whether it is the top or bottom, the propeller should be facing up only. Okay, so whether you place it here or here, it should be like this only. Okay, so I will power now. Let's see the feed. So you can see the feed here. Okay. So like this. So this is very good even at low light, still you are able to see, right? So yeah, it will be adjusting according to light. Okay, so now I'll take it outside and fly. I'll show you how it will be. Okay. Okay. Like this. So no satellite because I'm inside, no, that's why. Yeah. So I will take it outside and I will demonstrate all the modes. Okay.